Well, she's so hot, she uses a flamethrower as a toothbrush. Not sure what that means, but it sounds delightful. I'm here tonight with Carrie Keegan. She's host of Big Morning Buzz Live. She can wave on VH1. A new season, keep doing that, premieres September 30th. Let's just forget the rest of the show. That you're mortal and you don't believe in a higher being. I'm just telling you that, Carrie.
Andy, he looked happy to me.
No,
I couldn't agree more.
Let's try to focus on the important story.
I plan on doing this well into my 60s.
Yes.
Look, because I looked up staying young looking.
I don't know how old those really old
Have
people are.
you? We just got to miss you like a sun-dried crocodile.
Oh, I see. I think this one.
All right.
What I'm talking about.
By the way, if you have congratulations, but you stay young by drinking the tears of orphans, starving orphans apparently.
Virgin orphans, mostly.
Well, I would hope they are. What do you make of this Google finding?
Do we really think that Google gives a crap about us living forever?
No.
No.
Why?
Because they only want our views.
Interesting. So you need to make more. No. If you live forever, then you keep viewing. Yeah.
I suppose, but they don't care about. It's not about the health. It's not about us looking pretty for the rest of our lives. It's just about us clicking. That constant
She's
clicking.
totally right. This is the narcissism of the multi-millionaire
Don't
CEOs
ever
of
agree
Google.
with me again, Bill.
I disagree with everything that Jesse over here said. But this is what happens when they've got more money than God. They realize that they can't take it with them. Usually realize
They are
that.
God now.
They kind of are God, but they're still going to die, as the other God is dead.
Oh, Bill.
They
Thank you
realize
for
this,
that.
and so they're already putting all of their money into what they can. They're trying to live forever. They could care less about us. It's not the 1%. It's those two, whoever they are.
The funny thing about Bill, that death looks at you and says, "No thanks."
Even death now?
Yes.
Obama hates me. Death hates me. People in polls I've never met want me dead.
Yep.
Lord.
Yes. That's why you.
I actually don't think this is real. This is somebody who works at Google and saw the plot line for Elysium and decided to put that into a press thing and send it out because they're the 1% in the skies.
All right,
Everyone
shut up.
else.
Pass out.
Wow.
Here's my problem with this. This is.
Who didn't have the cures for those diseases. Exactly what you're saying. All right, let me get their new phones aren't great. That's also I did
Well,
some.
that makes more sense.
Jesse, I too did some digging. It turns out.
You know
I
what
want
impresses
that
me
job.
is that Andy listened to your question and then answered everything.
I don't know why. Maybe you should get your ears clean.
Well, he
one
takes-
F-bomb. That's
Yes.
what you just
Well,
did.
it's viewers as
Yes.
to when that's going to happen.
Don't you think this stuff is? I love this. I love this futurist stuff. I love this transhuman.
Right now, I was watching The View this morning, and it's like it's like she's a better version of Jenny McCarthy, and he's a better version of Barbara Walters.
No, he's a vaguely better version of Joy Behar.
I was going to say.
I thought, can I tell
Be
you?
in the cloud.
Yeah, you'll be in the cloud. You will be ace porn. Because you have nothing to use it with.
Thinking of the
Why do you have to
exact
focus
same
on that?
thing.
Something amazing, and you focus on.
And the people that really want to stay alive are the narcissists. The people that run Google or you, and they can't imagine a world where they don't live in. Death happens to us all, and I welcome it for one. But people like
So do we. We welcome your.
like yourself can't imagine a world where they don't live in. They can't imagine getting older. They can't imagine dying.
What are you
So that's
talking
the
about?
world I like to imagine.
We are definitely getting high when we have no bodies.
Yeah.
It's just that's so yes.
I can
Sex
do
and
that
all of that
now.
will be
Yep, absolutely.
possible.
And then you're gonna have the dead occupying, show up at high school house parties with a case full of Zima.
familiar.
And you forgot everything.
And what he did is he set up a fund so that he could. Nothing.
I'm in New York. Not at the other one. Exactly. Stupid heads or idiot stupid heads?
What's E?
E is delightful. No, what do you make of this?
They're stupid heads.
Yes.
And honestly, these are probably the parents that give trophies to those stupid kids that come in last place and they feel like they still need to get an award for something. Why are these parents doing any of this? Their kids totally up. They completely destroyed. Sorry, they some guy's house, and they're being nice about.
You know what?
Like,
But you know,
this little tiny precious shouldn't have posted it on their damn Facebook page.
exactly.
You think that the kind of kids who.
Oh, are you from Rochester?
I'm from Buffalo. Watch it, mister.
I'm just saying. It's.
I knew she was from Buffalo. Check out the. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. And
Wow.
That's all I have to say about this.
thank God.
By the way, about putting the address, there's a lot of things here he should have done. There are all these people partying at his house, and he's doing this play-by-play of what they were. He's got taken away after the fact.
Aren't vulgar chants protected by, or is it the funnest part of the problem?
I think it's the funnest part. Thank you very much. And I think Jesse would agree with me on that.
I certainly would.
High five,
Absolutely.
motherfucker. Okay. I think cursing and sports go together. like cursing in sports, and you can't really take the two away from each other.
That is true.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't really watch soccer. I also
Yeah.
don't really watch wrestling a whole lot. But if the wrestling fans aren't getting this vulgar, then what is the soccer play? What are they doing?
I don't know.
Trying to kill some time.
Yeah.
Is
Instead
that
of
what it
watch
is?
the
They're
game,
just
yes.
bored.
Jesse's probably the expert. So.
And you really.
So, good call fans.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
And
That topic actually made me really happy because just recently in the news, George Clooney, I guess, came out and said that he gets scrotox.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about this?
yeah, but I think he just came.
About Clooney.
Oh, this palatial Italian home because it was a beautiful day out. You don't let him finish his day. Yeah, let us.
No.
Yeah.
He leaked for movies.
He's 52, and he obviously still cares.
Yes,
He's
he
a
does.
homo-ner in Italy, and he has been for a long time. And you need to go and check out his place. It's covered in paparazzi, but it's a beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does that count about
know what it is?
caring
You know what
for
it
your
is? It's that he.
appearance,
Playing it right.
What did I do? What?
With critics who love gravity. But I saved you.
though? That's true, you did. You did.
We'll edit it together later.
Where am I? Andy.
Someone who was really, really, really good looking.
Well, Carrie, in 7, don't need to.
Yeah,
that's
I've
not
often
an issue
found
for
that.
me.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised.
Caveat to that. There's the guys that buy bucket loads of Viagra because those are the same guys with the hair plugs and the Botox and the personal trainers and the personal stylists. Because they've got stuff that helps them work down there, they still care about what's going on over here, and yet they still end up looking like Siegfried and or Roy.
All right.
So wait, that's the problem? If things start
You're looking at the problem.
malfunctioning, then you just stop caring about all of it?
Yes.
No. I think it's marriage.
That's
marriage.
I think it turned out he was.
How is this not
I'm sorry, Nate's performance.
You did it.
So I see how it works. Yeah.
And USADA might not understand how this game works.
Nobody.
To cheat then more if everybody just stops caring and you have one
But you
person in a
can't
relationship
cheat
that's
more because you look like crap too.
Yeah. It's you.
conversation I've ever said.
No. The next segment, and then
The aforementioned cats will eat the remains of said person, and then there won't be anything to bury anyway.
that is.
It's health codes, as long as health codes are
Yes. Carrie, what are your thoughts on this? And keep it clean.
Well, then I have nothing to say. I mean, honestly, I could give a rat's ass or a cat's ass or a dog's ass. Where I get buried, I don't care. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. It doesn't matter. So I don't know why there's a law that says you can't be buried somewhere for no particular. It's stupid. The whole thing is dumb.
But it is- I think-
However, if I die, I hope to go to Kitty Heaven. Want to come?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Heaven sounds like a bar in Dallas. Bill, you most likely.
pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
pretty
Kitty,
great.
We got to go to Kitty Heaven, man. They got these private
actually-
rooms.
Kitty Japanese people are like that.
Do I, should I even bother asking? Kids at home can vote by likely die in a drainage ditch in far-off Queens and with any luck never be found. Are you jealous that these dead animals are being cared for by their loved ones?
No, because I'm an environmentalist, clearly, because I'll decompose and not be found, and I'll go back into the earth. The problem
You started early.
Oh, he's talking about how much I smell, America. Obviously, I'm
Well, and your leathery skin.
You know what's
Listen,
amazing?
Cobra, come back to train and leave me alone.
You know what's amazing about Bill is that.
Maine accent.
The only problem here,
All right.
I don't understand.
A Trojan horse.
Snow White in the.
I was afraid of those enormous Smurfs.
Yeah. To people who were listening.
Also, clean the litter box.
Yeah.
They will take.
Please tell me that's not true.
sure.
All right, Jesse. If mice aren't afraid of cats, it doesn't work anymore. As a writer, I'm just like.
Documentary.
Well, like knowing that Jerry was watching the show is.
How were you able to? Strange story.
It's a very strange story. The fact that we're basically giving mice beer muscles.
Yes.
Why? Why are we doing this? What's the point? Are they ultimately then going to give it to us so that we now don't have a fear of cats?
They're working. You're right. They're working up the, and then we all die. No, there's something about it. What? You look at you.
Stay out of this.
In a weird way, you just did. You relayed some thoughts about this culture, Greg.
But Bill, do you?
Coyotes eat cats.
What?
Coyotes eat cats.
Okay, there, and then coyotes, and then and,
Across the border.
But a lot of a lot of people have this parasite in them
yes.
already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 Well,
What does it do to us?
no. Do I have a question for Bill, or do I have to move on? Bill, do you worry that your steady diet of
Mighty Mouse, then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now I have a whole different
this is
perspective on
this
it.
is but you know what it is?
It's possible.
I like
Place.
Yeah.
Telling me in the green room, you find this discipline incredibly sexy.
I do.
Because he's the best in the world at it, and that's impressive to women.
Well, here's the thing. Best first date ever, worst second date ever. I mean, it's the same outcome both times. You get like 57 stuffies by the second date. You're like, okay, what am I supposed to do?
That's a great thing. So I stay, we go somewhere else. He does this.
You could be a rock star for 24 hours with that skill.
That's a self-life Jesse would be grateful for.
That's like you wanted to ruin his joke.
Person for a you said a California man is
He
that.
decided to use the superpower for good and not for evil. Grabbing people, grabbing cars with people in them.
That's all I have to say.
Yes. It's
see.
claws. So what's next? He'll be personal to the claws. Then it'll be
Demolition.
something.
Pulling that stuff down for what? To maybe get laid. Every once in a while he actually gets a date, which I'm not sure he does.
He's doing it for his church.
These hepatitis-covered animals, at least that's what they used to be. Now they're more machine than man, and he's giving them to his church so that they'll be infected.
Oh, you are a horrible person.
Clearly he
I
is.
salute. This man is hustling briefly. Thoughts, feelings, regrets?
Well, I think after you completely humiliated yourself on a national level, there is no place else to go but in the woods.
Yeah.
And I feel like Paula Dean might need to take a note.
Yeah.
from
You know, it's minus the 8 children, you and God.
Greg Littler would have been funnier.
Would it have been funnier?
Greg Littler.
That does sound like a fun story.
I don't get that. He's
Ray Liotta at the end of Goodfellas. Bored, but he's got to do
But it's
stuff.
better.
I got 1 minute left, Bill. I was going to ask you about living inside of a claw machine.
Yeah, I guess that's good. Positive had to do a positive show. But I did think it was funny that Atlantic Wire, their headline for this was John Gosling's new humble life. Now, humble implies that you've got a lot, but you don't show it. This guy's forced to be where he's at. There's nothing humble about it. He's just screwed.
All right, well.
Screwed than I am, so that's the positive.
what he probably should have done is not.
TV's Andy Levy, Jesse Joyce. That does it.